today's video, we are going to look at 5 of the most interesting taboos and superstitions observed by traditional Kalenjin communities. If you're not familiar with this tribe, the Kalenjin are a group of southern Nilotic people residing mainly in what was formerly known as the Rift Valley province in Kenya. Having said that, before we get to that part of the video, I'd like you to smash the subscribe button if you haven't already and turn on the notification bell. If you like the video, I'd also like you to smash the like button and leave a comment below. All these actions will help my channel grow and allow me to create more content in the future. Without further ado, let us skip to the main section of the video and look at the 5 most interesting Kalenjin taboos and superstitions. According to the traditional Kalenjin custom, if an animal had been slaughtered due to pregnancy-related complications such as death during birth, placenta retention, a stillbirth, or an abortion, then that animal's meat wasn't to be eaten by any pregnant lady. The tribesmen believed that going against this belief meant that the pregnant lady would encounter similar pregnancy complications during childbirth. Another slaughter situation associated with evil spirits was eating the meat of an animal that had strangled itself using a rope and died. The Kalenjin believed that this meat would cause the umbilical cord to coil itself around the baby's neck and result in a stillbirth. It was a huge taboo to build a structure for worship in the traditional Kalenjin community. The traditional custom stated that this would have reduced God's power and limited it to that particular building. Having said that, there were 3 different natural places that the tribesmen used for traditional worship sessions. The first one was Kapkoros, which are hilltops set aside for worship by the tribesmen. Whenever the Kalenjin expanded and moved to new places, they will usually set aside several hilltops for such worship purposes. The second one was Mabawita, also known as Korosiot by some sections of the Kalenjin. Mabawita was a term used to describe the family prayer tree or altar that was positioned to the east of the main house as one exited the door. For rituals involving a single family, the father of the home was allowed to officiate. For rituals involving more than one family, however, then a priest had to be available to officiate. These rituals included things such as marriage or initiation rites. Also note, after such rites, the families involved were required to pay the priest a goat or lamb for his services. The third place of worship was Sachoran. Sachoran is a Kalenjin term describing the intersection of 2 or more roads or paths. With that in mind, these spots are usually used by traditional Kalenjin communities to carry out rituals intended to remove and get rid of something bad, such as exorcisms. The Kalenjin are one of the few polytheistic communities in Kenya. This means that they believed in the existence of more than one god. With that in mind, 2 of these gods included 𝗬𝗟𝗡, who was the righteous god of thunder, and 𝗬𝗟𝗡, who was the wicked god of thunder. Due to this natural philosophy among the Kalenjin, the tribesmen believed that the crashing of thunder nearby was 𝗬𝗟𝗡 trying to come to earth to kill humans, while distant rumblings of thunder signified 𝗬𝗟𝗡 coming to the rescue of man and driving away his namesake. Even more interesting, forked lightning was believed to be the sword of 𝗬𝗟𝗡, while sheet lightning was said to be the sword of 𝗬𝗟𝗡. Among the Kalenjin, soil in itself signified life and attachment to the supernatural. As such, the Kalenjin and other Kenyan tribes including the Luo, Luya and the Agikuyu believed that red ochre soil could drive out evil spirits. For that reason, the soil will usually be smeared on people or objects to signify sanctity, fertility, and purity. After death, corpses in the traditional Kalenjin community will also get smeared with the soil so as to supply the departed with blood for life in the afterlife. While researching for this video, I also learned that the tribe collected this soil in an underground tunnel, which the community referred to as the Tunnel of Spirits. Back in the day, the area was surrounded by indigenous trees of medicinal importance, explaining why Kalenjin tribal elders prohibited anyone from cutting down any tree or vegetation around the site. According to them, the site belonged to the spirit ancestors. Kalenjin's knowledge of the different heavenly bodies has also been captured in the Kalenjin mythology. The Milky Way, for example, was known as 𝗤𝗚𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗘, which directly translated to the Sea of Stars. Even more interesting, the Kalenjin perceived the Milky Way as a great lake in which children were playing and bathing. There has also been an indication that an awareness of the movement of the stars existed among the Kalenjin. The evening star, for instance, was known as 𝗤𝗚𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗘 by the tribe because its appearance let Kalenjin wives know that their 𝗤𝗚𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗘, which means their husbands, were about to return from their day-to-day activities. And lastly, the appearance or non-appearance of the Pleiades let the Kalenjin know whether they were to expect a good or bad harvest. The Pleiades was known as 𝗤𝗚𝗘𝗏𝗡𝗏 in traditional Kalenjin communities.
That's it for today. If you like the content, kindly do not forget to smash the like button below. This will help the channel grow and allow me to make more videos in the future. Also, if you have a topic you think I should cover, do not hesitate to leave a comment below. Thank you and see you again next week.